What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn Glover. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you are an OG subscriber, thank you so much for returning back to my channel. I love you so much and I can't wait to provide you more content. But if you're new to my channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe so you, my love, can be a part of my crew. And over here, we make good content, we make money, and we look good. So there's your reason for subscribing to me, of course. And also, it's free 99. It's free 99. And also turn on my post notifications for my OG and new subscribers. And make sure that you like this video because I know you're gonna like this video. With that further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the story time about how I almost got jumped. But I also got into a fight. Let's just get right into it. To start this video off, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a couple vocab words. Nothing too hard, nothing too major, but just some simple words that I feel like you can get the picture of what's gonna go down in this story. Altruistic.
Showing a disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. Unselfish.
Oblivion.
The state of being unaware or unconscious of what is happening.
Ignorant.
Lacking knowledge or awareness in general. Uneducated or unsophisticated.
Ambivalent.
Having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone.
And naive.
Of a person or action, showing a lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment.
So I want to say this story takes about roughly 2 to 3 years ago. This was like the beginning portion of me in high school. For those of you who are wondering how I did come up with this video, I had asked my socials which one did they want to do. It was a tough battle on Instagram polls, but they decided to go ahead and do the one where I almost got jumped, because y'all want to hear about how I almost got beat up, but I didn't get beat up. So if you aren't following me on my socials, go ahead and follow me on all my platforms. And yeah, let's chat, let's have fun, and yeah. Before we get into the madness, I do want to say I am not going to be dropping names, only because we've all kind of moved on from the situation. So that's that. And I don't want them to get hate, because like it was a little minute ago. It was just kids being kids, I guess. Well, I don't know, because I almost got jumped, so I wouldn't say that. But neither here nor there. They don't deserve the attention. So just to catch y'all up on the type of person my ex-best friend is. Okay, so we need to come up with the name for the best friend. Hoodie. Okay, so Hoodie is my ex-best friend, but at this time, this is my best friend, okay? So Hoodie's the best friend. At this time of the story, me and Hoodie has been best friends at that, for at least 2 to 3 years. So we pretty much clicked from school. But mind y'all, those friends that you're only cool with in school are not gonna be your friends outside of school 9 times out of 10, because I feel like when it comes to a school friend, especially if you're gonna call them a best friend, and they don't really like socialize with you outside of school much or just on social media, they're just a school friend. Y'all only have that bonding thing because of school. So gotta be careful who you pick as your friend. So in this story time, I should have been careful about who I picked as mine. So if I had to put a date on it to be more specific, I want to say this is coming up in around like November, October-ish. Hoodie at this time in high school, Hoodie was very fruitful.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, like, don't get me wrong, it's not that it was a bad thing, but Hoodie was known for having a relationship. Hoodie had more relationships than I had shoes in high school.
Oh!
And it's not to be disrespectful to them, but it's just like, you know, go a year without one, okay? Go a year without, you know, a man's, you know? Love yourself. And you know what's crazy? I would always be there, like, whenever something would be the downfall of Hoodie's, like, relationship. Guess who would be there? Captain Sabelin. And you know what? I never learned my lesson, because I always thought that it was, like, you know, my duties as a male best friend to be that figure in their life, you know, or at least be like a protector in a way. It was weird. Like, I was doing some dumb stuff, some things that I should not have did. Like I'm telling y'all, like, it's coming up close to like November, October-ish. I have English with the 2 that was about to jump me. We need to give them a name too. Ooh, Braces, and El Chapo. If I could show y'all a picture, y'all would be crawling out of y'all seats right now. The two that was gonna jump me, like I was cool with them as well. Like we used to go out and go to the movies. We would hang out after school. We would. I remember one time. We actually went to the movie theaters and we ain't had no ride. And I think from our movie theaters to like the food places that we had in our town, it was like it's walking distance. Don't get me wrong, it is walking distance, but it was a lengthy walk. It was like at least a good 15-20 minute walk, 25. So me being Lynn, I'm like, yeah, I want to go have fun, like woo. Mind y'all, I did not like exercising at all. I did sports, but I didn't like exercising. Like walks, no. We all had that same period, except for my best friend. So mind you, the people that was in this period was El Chapo, Braces, me, and I also had another friend at the time. Name, gotta give her Orange. Orange is my friend as well. We all cool, you know. We were doing TikToks. We were making the most of high school. We were taking pictures. We were hanging out, etc., etc. At this time, I feel like El Chapo was like hinting that like he was like associated with like my best friend at the time. And you know, me being so dumb and being naive, I didn't pay the situation too much, you know, because I always like looked at like relationships to be dumb, like especially in high school. And as much as I want to say I didn't want them to be together, I didn't really have that too much of a feel like, oh no, don't do it. Like I didn't care like that much about it, but I did see like I didn't see it being a successful relationship because El Chapo got around just as well as Hoodie did. Hoodie and El Chapo, I knew that wasn't going to work out because I just knew that they weren't ready to be in an actual long committed relationship. And that's fine, but apparently I ended up getting the backlash of their relationship. So y'all, so it would be days that El Chapo would come in the classroom looking like Chester Cat, and I'm telling you, like a smile bigger than it. When I tell you this man's smile would be so huge, like he'll just come over there and like he'll talk to me and he'll hint about the situation, and then like I told y'all, I mean, I didn't pay it no mind. Like I said, I knew that like I didn't know for a fact that they were gonna be a thing, but mind y'all, Hoodie wasn't telling me about this, but El Chapo would, as if El Chapo's asking me like, hey, yo, you know, can I get your blessings type thing. Neither here nor there. I mean, like I said, I didn't really pay it no mind at the time, but eventually Hoodie came around and started telling me more about El Chapo. And Hoodie was asking me, she was like, hey, like, you think I should like, you know, do this? I'm like, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I don't know if you know him as well as I know him, but I was pretty much like hinting at like a no, if I'm being completely honest. And I really wish that I would have been crystal flat Sprite clear to not do that. I literally should have did that. But like I told you, like I really didn't care because I didn't know that this would go the way that it went. Time goes on and baby, it's official, okay? They're locked in. They're twinning. They're for lifers.
Hey, what we is? For lifer.
Like they're what's those people? Who are those people? Romeo and Juliet. They doing a big one or whatever. Once they started dating, Hoodie was like not as much around, but I didn't never put it together. You know, I just thought like she wanted to be with her mans. I had barely seen Hoodie. Hoodie was ghost.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
Hoodie was at lunch with El Chapo. Hoodie was breathing under El Chapo's neck. Honestly, for a second, I thought El Chapo lost his shadow and it was just Hoodie. Y'all, that's how close these folks were. Like, they were genuinely close. And you know, things got really serious. A little TMI, El Chapo ended up going off to be Hoodie's first kiss. And I was excited for her. Honestly, don't get me wrong. I was really excited for her. I didn't get mine until later on. Like, very recently, if I'm being completely honest. So, I was happy. I was happy for the both of them. I knew it wasn't El Chapo's first kiss because, like I told you, El Chapo, he got around, you know? I mean, like I told you, he had more bodies than I had shoes. And I'm a person who had a lot of shoes at the time. so oh, and also to let you guys know, the person who I end up fighting is sitting with them as well. Who is this person? Perm. Perm. We're gonna name them Perm. Perm would be there as well. Like Perm and El Chapo were like tight. Like they were Fat Boy and Chump Chump. Like Patrick and SpongeBob. Like I grew up with mostly all of them. I knew El Chapo, Braces, and Perm longer than I know my best friend in Orange that was in class. So their relationship, you know, it's going for a while. You know, they had their hot one, their Whitney and Bobby, their Jay and Beyonce love going on for a while.
Several months later.
I called it. I literally called it. So at this time, Hoodie did tell me that they weren't a thing anymore. El Chapo kind of did too. Mind y'all, Hoodie's popping up more. Hoodie, you know, start talking back with me a little more. She started connecting with me a little more.
That's suspicious.
El Chapo was like quiet for a little bit, you know? He wasn't really too enthused. I'm like, well, where's this Chester Cat smile at? Where is this it smile? I guess El Chapo didn't want me in his business now. Like, I'm gonna say they were a thing for like, what, 2-3 months? 2-3-4 months, maybe. It's getting close to Christmas time and everybody's taking their midterms and getting ready to just dip and head for Christmas break. This is where all the juicy stuff and everything boils down. You guys, it is getting kind of close to the end of the video. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe because I know you're already hooked, glued, and sealed to your phone. So go ahead and show me some love. Go ahead and tell me what you think is going to come up between El Chapo, me, Braces, and Perm. And yeah, let's just get right back into the video. So as I was telling you guys, it's getting to winter break. Things are over between our protagonists. A couple days go by, weeks maybe. Hoodie comes to me, you know, Hoodie comes to me and Hoodie's moping. Hoodie is crying. Hoodie is in distress. And it's so crazy because it's like, I've never personally seen Hoodie like this. So I'm like, whoa, you good? And like Hoodie's like sitting over here telling me that like, you know, oh, Perm is messing with me, like teasing me. I would say I really wish that at this point I wouldn't have acted out of anger. I would always just act out first, ask questions later. She also had other friends, not as close as me, but she also had other friends that she would like associate with that would be within them as well. Like they would sit together at lunch a lot. And so this is when this has happened. They would mess with her at lunch, you know, because, you know, they broke up. And, you know, I would have felt bad, but I mean, honestly, you didn't have to put yourself in that situation. Like, you do not have to associate. You do not have to sit near. You do not have to be cordial, kick it, fake kick it, go to the kickback with anybody that goes to our school. Like, nobody's putting a gun to your head and make you be with X, Y, and Z. So in actuality, Hoodie could have just isolated himself from this situation and could have been with their best friend or off with any other friends. So Hoodie put themselves in that position. So at this point, I really did not tolerate any type of disrespect when it came to my best friend or really anyone that I considered a friend, family. I genuinely like would get so frustrated and aggravated because I know who the people I associated with, and I know it takes a lot for them to get to a certain point where they're like angry, sad, and frustrated. And it messed with me as well because, like I said, Hoodie was my best friend. Don't get me wrong. At this time, I love Hoodie. Like, I still do love Hoodie very well to this day. First of all, these are two guys, and Hoodie is a girl. So it's like you guys are trying to put Hoodie down about a situation instead of being mature guys at that. And I know specifically how they like tease people because like I said, I was their friend, so I know how they tease and I know how they try to like pick and jab at people. So I wasn't going for it, absolutely not. So enraged, being the best friend that I was, sticking my neck out like a giraffe for somebody who was clearly didn't return energy when it came back to me. So like I said, me being that giraffe, I goes to confront Perm at this time. I'm heated. I'm pissed. My blood is boiling. Like it's like you can see steam coming out my ears at this point. So at this point, I'm heated because you done messed with my best friend. You done make her cry. You gotta get these hands. You gotta get this work. Yeah. At this time, me and Perm did have a class. It was weightlifting, if I'm being completely honest, because at this time, my God, what's crazy? I used to, instead of me going to my own practices to better myself in football, I would go to Hoodie's games and stuff like that to support Hoodie and make sure that Hoodie had what Hoodie needed to be the best that she could. I had videos of Hoodie. I was a true MVP best friend that year. Like, come on, Lynn. But yeah, like I said, at this time we're in weightlifting and I confront Perm. I go up to Perm, frustrated again, and I'm like, yo, dude, like, what's up? You made my best friend cry about, her and El Chapo not being together. And I know how you jib, I know how you jab, I know how you get down, I know how y'all get down. So like what was up? Like why'd you come at my best friend? Like I'm finna get angry. Why did you come at my best friend? Perm got the cotton mouth and Perm acting like I just gave him a college level math equation. Perm just sitting there with like the stuck face like as if I'm Medusa and I done turned him to stone. Like I'm like, hello? Like, Christy, wake up.
Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up.
That's when like Perm ends up telling me like, oh, it's not what you think it is. Like it wasn't like that. Like I don't know what you're talking about. Like you're being weird. She's being weird. She's over like dramatic. She's being a girl. And I'm like, at this point, I know. Like the response that you gave me, because you could have been a real man. You could have kept it you could have kept it a buck. And then on top of it, like I told y'all, we were friends. So you could have kept it a buck with me. And you could have been like, yeah, I mean, we was teasing. Like, I guess we could, hold ourselves accountable for that and like, say sorry for that. But no, you didn't choose to be a real man. So now I'm finna give you a man whipping.
Hello?
Ma, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna try my best to not beat the out of this little white girl. I'm gonna get her. And she sleep in my room right across from me. I'm gonna spit on her.
Excuse me, Lord, and whoever listen to me. Bitch, knock the bitch out. Pull that motherfucker hair, drag that bitch.
You just gave me the green light, so I already know what to do.
So, like I told y'all, well, like I was telling y'all, I already know how they get down, so I knew like what was gonna start coming up next. And so I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, you got one more time to try and pull one up on my best friend or I'm gonna beat your And so that's when he's like, pure, like pure. And I'm like, oh.
Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right.
You don't think I will? You know what's crazy? Every time I fight, there's no video inside. When I get into it with somebody or it comes down to a fight, it's so like inconsistent. Like you never know when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna jump off. So we get to scrapping, we going blow for blow. I'm out there giving it to him. Doom, 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 doom. He all on the ground, mouth leaking. He all on the floor. I'm going in with these dummies like I told y'all, giving them the work. I gotta stay on top of you because you're not finna get on top of me. And on top of that, they're a palm colored person. I'm finna lose to you. I don't care if we gotta fight 7 times. We fought a second time because they tried to jump across the gate and sneak me. We fought on the football field. Homeboy tried to charge at me when I jumped over the gate. Like I was jumping over the gate. Like I was literally at the top of the gate. And then the gate's like this. I'm like climbing up. Like I'm like literally climbing up here. I'm like right here. And then he comes over here and about to charge at me. Everybody like, no. Everybody like, whoa, no, don't do that. And I'm like, oh. You trying to charge at me. Okay. You know what? Now I'm going to beat you again. You know, I said I was done. Even though I really wanted to fight you again, now you just gave me a perfect excuse to just, you know, do that again. So as I did that again. I ain't gonna lie, this round, it was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. Out of everybody I fought, that was a semi-good round. It was more him trying to tackle me because, like I told y'all, he was a lot bigger than me. So he knew that he couldn't work these dummies, so he had to use his weight. Because at this time, I was a little smaller than him. So he got on my legs, but he, like I said, but he still wasn't on top of me. I'm still working my set. You know, I'm perfectly fine. No scratches, no bruises, none of that. Homeboy mouth is leaking. It looked like he just drunk Kool-Aid out the mouth. And it's very visible because, like I told you, he's a palm color person. We really went by our day. Like, we didn't get in trouble. We didn't get expelled. We didn't get referrals. Because, mind you, the coach at the time, who was our teacher, man, he was nowhere to be found. Like, I don't know where that man was, but he wasn't there. At this time, word was getting around that, you know, that your boy got into it with Perm. You know, everybody pretty much gossiping about it. Everybody running their mouth about it. Everybody asking, oh, who got the video? Who got the video? Mind you, nobody took the video because it would happen so quick. It was pretty much just putting their own 2 and 2s together. Like, oh, okay, so he done fought this, that, and the third. Oh, we know Lynn won. Well, yeah, we know Lynn won. I was about to say Perm's real name. But, yeah, so pretty much everybody made that conclusion up. It got to El Chapo as well, but El Chapo didn't have no, like, pressure with me. Because, mind you, me and El Chapo was cool, too. So, and even after that, I didn't really have no underground beef. Like, I could look and walk and be around Perm and still not, like, have that feeling. You know what I mean? So, now it's time for you. It's your turn, El Chapo. You got to get your one now. So, you're about to get your turn, too.
Shit done got serious, man.
So, mind y'all, I'm telling Orange at the time this story. Me and Orange catching up about it. Mind you, I would already put Orange on because Orange was my good girl in class. Like, you know, that was my good Judy. Like, we would key, we would laugh, we would talk. Like, the teacher even loved us being together. Like, Orange was my good girl. Like, honestly, like, me and Orange still cool to this day. Like, it's so crazy. Like, Orange, if you watching this video, my nigga. But, yeah, so me and Orange is getting, like, I'm feeling Orange in. I'm like, yo, you know, they have, like, this, that, and the third happened. So this, that, and the third happened. That's why me and this, that, and the third got into it. So Orange getting filled in. Orange, like, you know, oh, wow. See, I peeped that too. So, yeah. We get in class and I'm heated, you know, still with El Chapo. On one shoulder, you got the devil, and then on the other one, you got the angel. El Chapo had the nerve to ask me for some of my food, some of my chips. I look at Orange, I'm like, and then El Chapo just looking like why you being weird to me? And I'm like, so I'm like, no, dog, like, go get, like, no. I'm like, telling like, no, how you want some of my chips and you was being like a scrub to my best friend? Like, no. And so, but I was going in at the time. Like, I didn't say it in that calm way. I definitely feel like I said it in a more disrespectful way. I'm like, you think you're whack of my chips after you just disrespecting my best friend? Like, are you dumb? And so he like, oh, so you on that, da da da. And I'm like, yeah, like, F nigga, like, I'm going in class. Like, mind you, the teacher, she wasn't really paying that much attention. And on top of that, even if she did, she loved me and Orange. So, like, I wasn't gonna get in trouble. I ain't gonna lie to you, the way I talked when I got into it with people, I would want to fight myself too. I have a very disrespectful mouth. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes down to it and it's time to get disrespectful, I hit below the belt, you know? I would want to fight myself too sometimes with the words that I say. Like, that's just what it is. I'm more calm with it now. Like, some of the things that I said back then, I would never say to this day. So, yeah, he gets mad, which is understandable. But, you know, mind y'all, he disrespected my best friend. So you think I was just going to be like kumbaya with you? Like, no. And then on top of that, you know you were her first kiss. And you still chose to be disrespectful and rude and ignorant. But yeah, so he gets mad at me and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass too, you know what I mean, you know, because he said beat your ass too, like two. I'm like two.
What do you mean by that?
What? I'm like, do you hear yourself thinking right now? Somebody that Perm fought, I fought, beat them up. So you didn't think that I would beat Perm up? It's weird. Anyways, yeah, so he kept trying to like make it seem as if I got beat up by Perm, and I'm like, no, like, you're not gonna beat me up. Like, Braces looking at me, I'm looking at Braces, I'm looking at Orange looking at me, I'm looking at El Chapo looking at me, and I'm like, I'm tapping Braces, I'm like, because they sit over there like, they're yapping, they're moping, they're scheming, they're planning. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what's gonna go on, because mind you, what happened? We got into it that day, but I think it was coming up, like something was coming up. So I think either we were coming back to the classroom or a day passed by and it got word that they were gonna, like, you know, do their big one on me. And I'm like telling Orange, I'm like, Orange, and then mind y'all, where is my best friend? Where is she? Like, cause I'm telling her this. Like, I was keeping Hoodie up to date. Hoodie knew all about this. Hoodie knew about the fight. Hoodie didn't ask me, oh, like, are you good? What happened? You need something to drink? Like, you straight? Like, where the fuck was Hoodie at? Hoodie was nowhere to be found. And that was very weird, because I go out of my way, get into it with somebody for you. Where you at? But Orange there. Like, Orange is like holding it down, like, for real. And Orange is one of us. So I'm pretty much just putting Orange on. I'm like, Orange, like, I know, like, I'm not scared. You know that I'm not scared. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind fighting one and then getting it over and then fighting another one. But I'm like, I don't know if if I'm cut out to get jumped. I ain't never get jumped before. You feel me? Like, I ain't never been jumped before. So don't get me wrong. They were both smaller than me, but that still don't mean nothing. Because if I'm on top of one and then one come over, flip me over, and it's like, they start jumping on me, pounding my head in, beating my brains out. So it's like, I'll be done for. So I'm telling Orange, I'm like, Orange, like, yo, I think I'm finna get jumped. Orange like, no, you're not. I'm here. Orange lets me know that, like, they got my back. Like, Orange like, no, you good, you with me, you gonna be straight. Even though I am a girl, I'm gonna still do my big one, because I'm not finna sit up here and just let nobody jump you. Like, that's weird. I wouldn't do that. And then on top of that, we sitting here like, damn, where the fuck is my best friend at when I'm finna get jumped? Orange, I mean, Braces and El Chapo finna try and do their big one on me, and she's not nowhere to be in sight, and she knows everything that's going down. So like I told y'all, we get out of class, but mind y'all, we do get out of class, but the plan didn't work out.
Well, when you dealing with different hoods, what do you expect?
However they tried to scheme or have something go down, I guess they didn't know that I was going to get the support and help of Orange. So and they know that they can't put their hands on Orange because Orange is a girl. So it's like, you can't fight her while you're trying to fight me. So it's like, you might as well sit this one out. So yeah, that's what they did for the most part. You know, we still had our good shit to pop, but yeah, so that's pretty much, that's the end of the story time. Bye, love you. But so yeah, this is where we about to start getting into some receipts. Okay, I think receipts are finna start popping up on the screen if they haven't already yet. But not no longer in school, and mind y'all, I have all of them on my socials. You know, I'm telling them like, hey, we can link up at my the park behind my house. I'm like, we can just do it there. I'm like, I'm by myself, so you ain't gotta worry about nothing on my end. Mind y'all, I totally forgot that Braces and Perm like existed for a second. I'm like, because I'm talking to El Chapo on Snapchat at this point. You know, I'm talking to him, I'm coming to him, because that's who I wanted next. No, you good, like, you good. I'm not finna jump you. I just want to get my one. That's, call it that. And then on top of that, I can get a video, because I haven't had a video fight in I don't have one. So the time goes by that day, and they're like, no, I'm cool on that. And so I'm just telling him like, you're a pussy, like don't ever say nothing about me, cause like you really don't even want to pull up. That's weird. You was trying to have all this animosity, and you had all this gorilla strength in class, but you're nowhere to be found when I tell you to pull up. And on top of that, mind y'all, they didn't already stepped in my hood plenty of times before, so neither here nor there. So I think a couple days go by, and if y'all don't know, YOLO, it's like a little anonymous thing that they have on Snapchat. And so apparently my name got brought on one of his little anonymous things. And so pretty much you like type something in anonymously, and they're supposed to respond to it. Somebody typed my name, and no, before y'all even think so, at this time I wasn't like really on his social media. Like I wasn't like looking at his story, because I knew I got into it with him, so it'd be weird if I was watching stories. And so somebody said my name, and he's like, pussy as fuck. And I'm like, oh, I'm pussy? Either here or there. Like I said, you didn't want to pull up. You wasn't ready to fight me. Like I said. And then on top of that, y'all, Liddy is still not nowhere to be found. I did not receive a bitch ass text message from Hoodie. Hoodie has not texted my phone. Hoodie has not called my phone. Hoodie did not send me an email. Hoodie's not trying to reach out to me. I don't know what happened to Hoodie, but Hoodie forgot about the world. So I don't know where Hoodie's at, and it didn't even cross my mind at this point, because I'm like, well shit, she wasn't there when I was about to get jumped, so she not gonna be here when it's time to actually fight. And it was time to come back to break. Like we didn't have that like animosity anymore. It died down like really with me, because like I said, it really wasn't my situation, if I'm being completely honest. Like it really like I didn't really have that much animosity built up, and I feel like he didn't either, if I'm being completely honest. We came back to school. I didn't have that class anymore with Orange and Braces and El Chapo at the time, so hey, like I didn't have that class, so I didn't really see them as much. But even then, when I would see them, it's like we just kept it cordial, honestly. After that year, they left. They would go to a whole nother school, and I ended up dipping too. So I haven't seen them in a minute, and I remember I was going through my old call logs, and I seen their number. And mind you, this is like fast forward within recent time, and I'll put that up as well. So pretty much I was just like telling them like, yo, because like I said, we did have a genuine friendship. Like I really did rock with like all of us. Like honestly, like we were all like really cool. So I was just hitting them up and just telling them about the situation and whatever. And I was just like, yeah, I feel bad what happened. Like I really wish that we wouldn't have like came. Because honestly, if I'm being 100%, like if I'm being 100% honest, I never wanted to even put my hands on Perm. But I really, really didn't want to put my hands on El Chapo and Braces, because like I was like, those were like, I called them brothers at this time, so it was like I didn't want to do that. So I was just like, dang, I'm sorry about like what happened. Like I really wish that wouldn't have happened. And he was cool about it. He hit me back up, and he was like, yeah, no, it's no hard feelings. It was a little minute ago. It was so stupid. It's just high school stuff. And I'm like, I agree. And so we pretty much like woosawed the situation, and we're on good terms now. Like we're all cool. Like I wouldn't say we like talk every day, FaceTime buddies, but no, we've made our means. We're Gucci. I talked with Braces as well. I'm like, Braces, you good? Like what you been up to? Braces do music, so if y'all hear Braces in the background of one of my videos or on the new cover of my intro, look out for that. Okay. And as for Perm, me and Perm still cool. But mind y'all, me and my best friend at the time, Hoodie, we not cool no more. Like me and Hoodie, we not cool. Like I don't fuck with Hoodie. Fuck you. No, I'm just joking. It's not like that. But like seriously, like me and Hoodie not cool right now. Hoodie Hoodie got another boyfriend. Me and the boyfriend get into it again because the boyfriend running his mouth about things that he shouldn't be running his mouth about. And I blocked them. And then really after that, I keep seeing them hanging out more. I remember seeing them at my job, and Hoodie's in the truck. Like Hoodie's like, oh, I'm like, baby, what you're hiding for? I see you. So pretty much after that, like, I tried to hang out with Hoodie a lot. I tried to like make means with our friendship. Hoodie wasn't going for it. Hoodie really let her shoes, her men get in the way of a genuine friendship, and it did suck because that's someone who I genuinely cared for and cared about. But neither here nor there. I mean, I did, but I will say if I was still as close with Hoodie, I wouldn't have met the best friend that I have right now, and the best friend that I have right now is also family, and I love my new best friend, and that's the best friend I see for a lifetime. So hey, I will say that. So, but mind y'all, I seen Hoodie at her job recently, and you know, I walked in to get my order, and Hoodie looks at me like in shock, like, "Oh my God, it's like you!" Like, and then mind y'all, because I haven't been to that school in like 2-3 years now, so they're like, "Oh," like, and so I just walk out because I didn't want those services anymore. I went to another store, so you know. And Orange is still around. You know, me and Orange like talk, I think, on social media every now and then. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you've made it to the end of this video, I truly do appreciate it. I know it's pretty lengthy, and I'm sorry about that. So hopefully I pretty much edit and chop this up to a nice, good portion for you. I know y'all enjoyed the video. I know y'all have any more questions, concerns. If you do have those, put them down in the comment section. I'm here to answer any more questions that you want to have following up behind Orange, Perm, El Chapo, Braces, or Hoodie. Any questions that you may have. Who's team El Chapo? Who's team Perm? Who's team Orange? Where's team Orange gang? Because really Orange was like MVP. So where the teams at? I need to see the teams. Where y'all at? Have fun in the comment sections down below. I want to see the teams. I want to see the squad. And hey, it's okay if y'all team Perm. Don't get me wrong. Hey, don't get me wrong. If y'all team Perm, hey, I ain't gonna be mad. Yeah, this was fun. I'm so glad to be back on YouTube, and I'm actually like in the process of my next video, so I will be posting videos at least like 1 to 3 videos a week max. Like, I'm so ready to get back into YouTube, and I'm so ready to put out good content. And if you are new to my channel, again, make sure to go ahead and check out all my socials. Make sure to follow me there. If you also are new or a returning subscriber, make sure that you guys are still subscribed, or if you're new again, make sure that you are subscribed. And also don't forget to turn on that post notification so you, my love, don't miss a video. I love you guys so much, truly, for making it to the end of this video. You guys are amazing. You could have clicked on any other video, but you chose to click on mine. So now you're here forever. We're for lifers now. And don't forget to subscribe, because like I said, we're for lifers and it's free 99. So, but seriously guys, like, I'm getting tired. I got to go work out and I'm ready to go to sleep. So I love y'all. My crew, let's go. Ah!